Welcome back to our newspaper review segment this morning. We'll quickly run through the headlines of all the papers, and if we have more time, we'll come back to analyze some of the things we are seeing. Quickly to the Nation newspaper. Honors for heroes, post-mortem or post-human award for Kudirat, Yaradua, Sarawiwa, Shoinka, Obasani, Akinyemi, Dare, others get national recognition for pro-democracy actions. Tinubu affirms commitment to multi-party politics. That's what the Nation is giving to us this morning. As we quickly make our way to the Leadership newspaper, the headline also right there, Democracy Day, Tinubu, confers national honors on Kudirat, Abiola, Nwosu, Yaradua, and others. All right. The Daily Independent would be the next to see this morning. Don't blame defectors jumping off a sinking ship. Quoting the president right there. And this Nigeria is giving us something else to chew right here. Nigeria won't descend into one-party state under my watch, Tinubu pledges. Okay. And the blueprint is coming up with something else as well. And that is alarm about one-party state rings in error. Tinubu tells opposition. Seems like a lot of one-party state conversation really stood out in the president's address yesterday. And on the weekend, a hope, one-party state not healthy for democracy. All the headlines is joining on that cue. And very quickly, the Platform Times this morning, ladies and gentlemen, 26 years after Falae accuses military of rigging 1999 election to install Obasanjo. That's a very heavy conversation to be brought to the fore at this time. But maybe we won't have a lot of time to deal with that. On the Sporting Life, something to smile home right there. Fatherly love in Benue. Chukwueze builds 500 million mansion for dad. And the writer there says the dad never, wasn't expecting this. But I hope my team of Veronica, Ria, and Etoma would be expecting a 500 million house.
I thought you were going to say we will build a 200 million naira mansion for you.
No, I'm not a selfish man. But Etoma, yesterday, it was quite an impressive thing for me to see the president honor some of the men and women who laid down their lives for what we're enjoying today. What do you think about that?
Yes, when you go back to think about what they were doing at that time, I was in some of those cases. I was in primary or secondary school, and I was wondering, why are they so stubborn? Why are they so stubborn?
Yeah,
why are they...
It would seem like that.
Yes, and today it is very clear that it wasn't stubbornness, it was the need for the country to be a better place to live in. I so commend Mr. President for giving them those honors, posthumous. I wish they were alive when these honors were given to them.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, however, Nigeria recognizes what they have done. Nigeria appreciates them, and Nigeria has shown by giving them those awards.
And Veronica, quickly to the Leadership newspaper, which of course is taking the same thing. We had Senator Shehu Sani yesterday on Politics Tonight, and I sat and I was looking at his face. To have to be alive, to be recognized as at the highest level for your labor. The line Mr. Logu mentioned, the labors of our heroes past. This is the labor of our present hero.
Yeah. Of course, we also had Governor Obasani of Kaduna State join us yesterday to have a conversation.
And he reeled out his experiences.
Of course, he reeled out his experience, and you could tell that they were resilient. They were young people at the time. So these are the lessons young people need to learn from these persons. They were resilient, and what they were pushing for was that Nigeria should shift into a democracy. That's the word I'm trying to get. A democracy. But at the end of the day, they achieved what they wanted despite the challenges they faced and all of the things. Unfortunately, some people lost their lives. And kudos to Morayo, who her father was also honored, Alao Aka Basharun as well. Moriah is the MD of TVC Entertainment. Her father also was part of those who fought, and we are seeing that he's been recognized as well. So we must give kudos to the president, and that we should learn as well.
And just to quickly touch on that, they say, give me my flowers when I'm alive. So I'm happy that some of these people are getting their recognition while they are alive to see, the great work that they have done.
And Ria, let me take you quickly to the Daily Independent. We don't have a lot of time this morning. Don't blame defectors jumping off a sinking ship. Quoting the president, it seems the PDP is sinking, from what the president said,
Well, but of course, we cannot fault him. So if someone is leaving one party to another, it means it's shaky. And then he said something. He said, you have to make sure your house is okay. He's not going to come and fix your house for you. So, basically on that one, I think I agree with him on that one.
And on this Nigeria, Toma, the president is, assuring us again that the country will not descend into a one-party state under his watch.
Yes,
I hope so.
He should say that, And what bothers me is that how come, with all the beautiful things he said in that speech, the one that stood out for almost every newspaper is the fact that he says, look, we're not going down to a one-party state. I pray that we don't actually get down to a one-party state, but with so many people trooping into APC, you can understand the sentiments of those that are afraid. That's where we're going.
That stood out is because that's what everybody's talking about. We've been seeing the trend of a lot of politicians going into one particular party. So that's what's on everybody's mind, and everybody was expecting him, to say something on that as well. So I think that's why it stood out.
And we would have stayed on the blueprint as well, which of course is also saying the same thing. But let's quickly run to the Weekend Hope newspaper this morning. Veronica, on June 12th conversation, we see CAN, Christian Association of Nigeria, is pushing for sustained action against insecurity. Whilst we're celebrating democracy, we need to also be secured at home.
Absolutely. Security of lives and property, according to the Constitution, is the primary purpose of any government. And if they feel that they are not safe and the government is not doing the needful in that aspect, of course, it's their right to call the government out to say, do the needful. There were those who were also saying that the president did not speak or touch on the aspect of addressing security challenges. But I believe that subnationals also need to begin to take responsibility, even though we know that they do not have the powers because of what's on the exclusive list as it is. So we need to look at how to devolve power, how to address matters of policing at the local level so that Nigerians can feel safe. And
Vera, I will still stay on you with this as we run to the Platform Times. 26 years after Falaye is accusing the military of rigging the 19th. That's such a heavy accusation.
Well, it's a heavy accusation, but he was there at the time. He was under the Alliance for Democracy, All People's Party. That was where he ran on, the platform he ran on at the time. But I'm wondering why it took him so long to begin to speak about this. He should have spoken out all the while, then we'll address that. But if he wants that recognition now, then perhaps certain investigation needs to be carried out to know if he really won the election, because he's accusing the military of imposing Olusegun Obasanjo to cover them. Those are weighty allegations. Can he defend them?
Very weighty.
Does he have facts to back up all he is saying? That's where I'll have to debate.
Ria, you want to say something about this as well?
Same, when you bring out this kind of allegations, you need to be able to back it. And why did he get so long to bring it out?
Well, it's as if people really wait for years to bring out weighty allegations. I can give you examples, but we don't have time.
A lot of examples.
And quickly to our last newspaper this morning, the Sporting Life. We took that story. Chukwueze, there's been that conversation about that. His father abandoned him and all of that. But, and the dad is saying, man, I wasn't expecting a 500 million naira home, and says he regrets dumping him as a kid.
Oh, the father said that?
Yes, exactly, Ria. And so you never can tell what you're carrying, except you nurture and see it come to light.
But you know what? I love the fact that even though his father was not there for him, he did this for his father, because the Bible says it. It says, honor your father.
I was looking forward to returning to Sevilla. He left. Again, okay, let me not say what I wanted to say. Football sometimes seems like you have to do all of rolling around. But he's thinking of coming back again. It sounds like a good thing for Sevilla, yeah?
You asked the wrong person that question. Maybe,
the question went to you. So answer.
I'm pushing it to you.
Don't push it to me.
I don't do
football. Don't push it to me. But if he decided that he needed to return, because what footballers do is look for platform that will showcase their career and help them build, their profile over the years. And so if he felt that wherever he was when he left is not doing that for him and he needs to go back to Sevilla, then that's fine.
Well, I hope Sevilla would bring him back and do justice to ensuring that his pocket is well greased, because that's what this is all about. But